Hello, dear friends, dear brothers and sisters. This is the 13th video in our series, about absolute happiness or unconditional happiness. So we are shifting a little bit away from Mother Nature, and the title of this video is Body, Soul and Spirit. It's a symbology, right? Going back to say our day-to-day examples, say you want to write an essay. So you've got all these ideas in your mind. You bring out a notebook and a pen and you have a rough draft, then you have another draft, and then finally you have the final draft, and then off you go, type it up on the computer and it's ready. So that is the scheme or plan. So similarly, you see these angelic beings or the higher beings or beings of the spiritual world, or let's come down to the level of human beings, the sages we know about. They've used these symbols very powerfully to bring out great spiritual facts, right? Like the symbol of Shiva, right? It represents the union of the male and the female at the physical level, but it also then represents the union of the male and the female within you to be united. When that happens, then you are in absolute bliss, or you are in absolute state of happiness, or that unconditional happiness. So similarly, you see, when God actually made this space and time, this solar system of ours, the symbology which God used, that was the symbology of body, soul and spirit. And you can virtually look around yourself and you will find it everywhere, right? Let's take the example of an egg. Look, the egg has got a shell on the outside, which is the physical body, and then there is the albumen, the white material or the matter where exchange of energies is taking place. That actually is the soul, and then they encapsulate or they enclose the yolk or the yellow matter, which is the spirit. And mind you, the spirit is the only one which has the power to give life. So this is an example of body, soul and spirit. Let's take another example. Everyone likes eating mangoes. You would have come across a mango in your lifetime. So look at the mango. It's got the skin on the outside, which is the physical body. Then it's got that yellow pulpy material, which all of us really love and eat, and it gives us energy, where energies are actually exchanged. That is the soul. And then you've got the seed. You see, the seed represents the spirit, just like your spirit body and your intuitive body. So why we call this seed the spirit? Because you put this seed in the ground, you give it the right conditions, a bit of water, the right soil, a bit of sunshine, slowly it will grow and it will become a tree. And this tree is capable of giving birth to 300 or 400 or even 500 mangoes, right? So now let us look at our cells. As mentioned in a previous video, you see our physical body has got about 23 billion cells. Of course, the cells in the brain, maybe the cells in the mouth, the cells in the skin, the cells in the stomach are doing different functions, right? They are called as rational creatures by the master Benisadunu. But the basic structure is still the same, body, soul and spirit. Look, every cell consists of this membrane, right? And that encloses this life liquid where energies are exchanged, which is called cytoplasm, right? I mean, this is not rocket science. You can go and read anywhere, just put definition of a cell on the internet and you'll get it. And then after the cytoplasm, right at the center is what you call the nuclei, right? The nuclei is the one which controls all the functions of the cytoplasm, which is the soul. And also, how cells grow and multiply and reproduce, what they do is that they just subdivide. They just build a wall and then another wall, and then there's a nuclei within that wall, and then there's that another cell. That is how cells subdivide or reproduce. But that function again rests with the nuclei, which is the spirit. So we can go on with a lot of these examples, but that's not the purpose, you see. So now, how do we look upon ourselves as the body, soul and so the source which has given life, the source which gives us consciousness, the source which gives us that light of consciousness, that actually, now you are familiar with it, is your spirit body and your intuitive body. That's from where the light of consciousness flows, and actually it's because of that, because that is what came first. Then it gave birth to the mental body, the astral body and the physical body. So that is what we call as the spirit, because that is the source of life and that is the one which has given birth to whatever is coming after that, right? So that is your spirit. Then you have got the mental body, the source of your thoughts, and the astral body, the source of your feelings. So what happens, you see, thoughts come down, feelings go up, and there's a mutual exchange. It's like a ladder in which you go up and down with reference to your physical body. So your astral body and your mental body is the soul, right? And then where is all this happening? Where am I sitting and talking about all this? Here in my physical frame, in this park with my friends. So there, this is the physical body. So there you have the physical body, the soul, which is the astral and the mental body, and the spirit. Now the purpose of actually discussing about this in this video is so that you can really understand yourself, you can know about yourself. And then again, if you go back to the previous videos, we again come to the conclusion of this particular video is that you have always got to follow the spirit, because it is the spirit due to which we are actually able to see whatever we see around us. And it's got a very beautiful quality. You see, it is called judging and distinguishing. Distinguishing means that I know that this is my friend Sam, that's my friend Celeste, or there is Pramit, they are watching as I'm playing this video, or this is a bench I'm sitting on, or there is the sky, the sun. This distinguishing comes naturally to us from the spirit. But what do we do then? You see, we start judging things. Basically all images around you are the same. But when you become the judge, when you work on the wrong side with your soul, with your thoughts, with your feelings, that's actually where you divert from the central theme of our videos, which is unconditional happiness. So how are you going to reach there? So once again, know about yourself, have positive thoughts, have positive feelings, and it will not be long that you'll stop watching these videos, because as I said, that peace will never leave you. So why do you need to watch me to get into that peace when that peace is already there within you? Okay, thank you very much for listening. We'll with this series of videos next time. Thank you.